everybody. Hello and welcome to today's Daily Antidote of Song. So glad that you're all here today. And thank you so much to Shruthi for jumping in the room today and starting us off with some good music. This is Shruthi Jr. that we have here with us today.
Hi, everyone.
As opposed to our usual Shruthi Sr., who I see is also in the house with us. So let's get started by saying hello to everybody. So just in case you're new to us, we are the Daily Antidote of Song, one sing-along song every day at noon Eastern time, live streamed to Facebook and to YouTube. So you can always catch it later if you can't make it at noon. And I am delighted to be here hosting today. I'm Jo Rossi. I am one of the many hosts in this program. Today is day 1,852 consecutive days of singing. Thanks to Carolyn for a cue card. And it's amazing that we've been here this long, doing this for this long. And boy, have we been able to sing about a lot of different issues and a lot of different things going on in the world, and no different now than when we started. So I would like to start by help me wave to Shruthi. She's coming in from, I'm going to forget how to pronounce it. Leicester.
Oh, there we go.
UK, thank you. I look at that word and I don't see Leicester. Ariana is coming in from LA running our tech today. Thank you, Ariana. Let's say hi to everybody in the room. We've got Dali in Maryland, Athena coming in from Brooklyn, New York, Neil coming in from Boston, Massachusetts, Gary also in Massachusetts, Jamie in Victoria, British Columbia, Bob in Albany, New York, Nan coming in from Michigan, Sheila in Florida, Hoda in British Columbia, Kathy coming in from Denver, Colorado, Phil and Shizuka in Japan. Nice to see you guys. And I know you've actually played with Shruthi Jr. in real life, in person. So it's kind of cool. Marion coming in from Brighton, UK. Carolyn in Boise, Idaho. Kathleen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Annette in California. Kevin Ennis coming in from New Hampshire. Ruth in Birmingham, UK. Linda on Orcas Island. And then there's Shruthi, the other one. I love it. So this is Shruthi Sr., who is a regular host and song leader in this space, and also a teacher of Shruthi Jr., which is really awesome. Let's see, I think Arlene in Berkeley. Did I say Linda in California? Arlene in Berkeley, Caroline in DC. Let's see, Kumud, nice to see you today. Thanks for being with us. Jenny in Devon, UK. Linda coming in from Mass. Jane in Texas. Hello, Jonty, maybe coming in from India. I don't know. Storm in Massachusetts. Vina, nice to see you. Sorry, Deborah in Kentucky. Laris coming in from Jamaica. I love it. Aloysius in Massachusetts. Kat in Vermont. Julie in Ontario, Canada. Anne is in Nashville. Moon is in Virginia. Tom, I think, is going to sing with us very soon. Jim Harkless, that's Baba Jim coming in from Maryland, another one of our song leaders. Nice to have you with us today. Cricket in Maryland, Carol in Connecticut, Louise coming in from Devon, UK, and Nita, I think, also coming in from India. Let's all take a deep breath. Yeah. So Shruthi Jr. has picked the perfect song for the day. And so Shruthi, I'm going to turn it over to you so we can learn your song and sing it with you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks so much, Jo, and hi, everyone, yet again. So I'm so happy to be here, so happy to be able to share this song. It's a song that, as you all know, my guru, my teacher, Shru, is in this room with us, and she's the one that taught me this song. And I was thinking, the past couple of weeks, which kind of song to pick. And this one really strung out, this is the one. It hit me just as soon as I started singing it. So we'll talk a bit more about what the song actually means and what it means in the context of today, or the world in general, the conversations we'll be having with people, and just what this means. So we'll get to that in a bit, but I thought it was also a really nice one for all of you to learn. It's the kind of hook phrase, the chorus, if you will, is quite easy to kind of sing, also learn word-wise, so we can go through that in a sec now. So, the lyrics, I think, has already been sent, but so the first couple of words, it's Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Satguru. I'm going to repeat this a few times so you can follow along slowly. So it's Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Satguru. Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Satguru. Then the next line goes, Mukh par Kahayo nahi Jaaye. Hire Saadho. I'm going to repeat it one more time and then tell you what this line means. It's a bit difficult at first, but as we sing it a few times, you will get it, I'm sure. So it's Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Satguru. Mukh par Kahayo nahi Jaaye, Hire Saadho. So this is the hook phrase, and as I sing it a few times, you'll get the hang of it. But what this means is, well, this is by the poet that Shruthi has brought to this room multiple times, Sant Kabir. And in this poem, he says, well, he talks about this world that's beyond us. And this particular phrase kind of alludes to that the fact that his guru, whoever the guru is for all of us, gave us these signs that we cannot even explain in words. So that's the kind of hook phrase. We'll get to the full meaning afterwards, but let's sing it a couple of times now. And also, I encourage you, if it's not the words or if it's just the tune, whatever it kind of strikes out to you, just sing it along, because this song is meant to really ground you. It's meant to be there for you at times where you probably need it the most, and you'll all know what I mean when I say this. So slow down, take deep breaths, and enjoy this song. Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Satguru. Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Satguru. Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Satguru. मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए, हीरे साधो मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए. Again. Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Satguru. Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Dil Guru. Mukh par kaho nahi jaye, हीरे साधो मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए. Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Dil Guru. Mukh par kaho nahi jaye, हीरे साधो मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए. हमारे हृदय में नहीं धरा नहीं गगना. हमारे हृदय में नहीं धरा नहीं गगना. नहीं कोई पवन नहीं पानी, हीरे साधो नहीं कोई पवन नहीं पानी. हमारे हृदय में नहीं चंदा नहीं सूरज, नहीं चंदा नहीं सूरज, नहीं चंदा नहीं सूरज. हमारे हृदय में नहीं चंदा नहीं सूरज, नहीं कोई नवलख तारा. हीरे साधो नहीं कोई नवलख तारा. Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare Dil Guru. Evi Evi Sen, Batayi Mhare सतगुरु मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए। हीरे साधो मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए। हमारे रे दस में नहीं ब्रह्मा नहीं विष्णु नहीं कोई शंकर देवा। हीरे साधो नहीं कोई शंकर देवा। हमारे हृदय में नहीं वेद नहीं गीता नहीं कोई शब्द नहीं साख्या। हीरे साधो नहीं कोई शब्द नहीं साख्या। हमारे हृदय में नहीं उगे नहीं आत्मा नहीं उगे नहीं आत्मा नहीं उगे नहीं आत्मा। हमारे हृदय में नहीं उगे नहीं आत्मा नहीं कोई जन्म नहीं मारे। हीरे साधो नहीं कोई जन्म नहीं मारे। नहीं कोई जन्म नहीं मारे। एवी एवी सेन बताई म्हारे दिल गुरु मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए। हीरे साधो मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए। मंजले मंजले एक संत जाई पहुंचिया। कबीर सत चढ़्यो निर्वाण। हीरे साधो कबीर सत चढ़्यो निर्वाण। एवी एवी सेन बताई म्हारे सतगुरु मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए। हीरे साधो मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए। मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए। हीरे साधो मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए। मुख पर कहो नहीं जाए।
Shruthi, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. I know that that there's a lot of meaning to that song, and that's one of the reasons why you picked it. I'd love to hear about that. But I'd also like to invite the other Shruthi to unmute if you want to, and actually maybe help facilitate the discussion, because I know you're full of great ideas. You should be able to unmute your very own self. Oop. Almost. You're still muted, sorry.
Yes, I'm here. The other thing I wanted to say is Shruti's rendition right now was inspiring me to do an alternate translation. So this is a 2.5 minute version of a working translation. I've been singing this song for about 10 years now, but I've never sat down to translate it. So these 5 minutes of the Daily Antidote were the perfect excuse, because I was trying to think about how one could contextualize it for an audience, right? That isn't familiar with some of the worlds that Shruti and I inhabit. But I was thinking, Shruti, that I mean, it's about in this era, and I know that you resonate with it. I know many people in the room resonate with it, where we're sitting with these tight ideas of what a country means. And here is this poet, this 15th century guy who's saying, wake up, because in your true country, which is beyond all of these tight ideas that you hold, there's really like all of these notions that you hold have gone poof. There's nothing there anymore. There's in that true country, when you do make it there, there's no like earth, air, land, water. There's no gods, there's no words, there's no birth or death even. And it's such a radical, beautiful idea that I just wanted to put out there in the room, because at one level it's so hard to articulate, and yet at another level, when we sit in rooms like this and look at each other and know that our humanity is alive beyond all of the divisions that we make. So thank you, Shruti, for bringing this. I wonder why you chose this song today. Will you tell us?
So, firstly, thank you for sending that meaning to it. It's like you said, I think every time you revisit a song, especially songs like these that are so powerful, so potent, like you don't even realize how many layers exist within it. And sometimes it's nice to just take a step back and just look at this and just say, wow, this is liberating. This is exactly what we need in times like these. I think the reason I picked it, to answer your question, was over the past like week to 2 weeks, and as I know you were at Daily Antidote last week, singing the most beautiful rendition of my theme and Imagine, and this was kind of in honor and just to commemorate, like just to remember and acknowledge just all the lives lost and just the kind of division that exists now. And I think I've been kind of ruminating. I've been thinking about this for the last like 2 weeks, and I've had lots of conversations, people that know about the context, people that don't, people that are my age, people that aren't. And I think it's been difficult to like always articulate in the best way without getting too emotional at times and kind of just saying it the way that I just want to say it. But then it's hard at times to do that. And I think that's where this song helped a lot, where I was able to just sit back and think about, okay, so what does this country look like? What is this country meant to look like? That ideal state of just, actually, none of this exists. There are no divisions. There's nothing that really is there for us to fight about. There's nothing. Yeah, and I think that's where all of us hope to get to at some point. And it's so hard when we have conversations that are as tough as the ones that we're having now. And it's easy to get emotional, as I said. So I think this is the one that has grounded me and has helped me reason all of it in the context of the song, in the context of our world, and the people around us. So yeah, that's why.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that. I have to tell people on the Antidote, like about 5 years ago, before I met Shruti and all of these brilliant young people, some of whom you heard last week, I had no hope for oral traditions in India. I was like, they're dying and nobody is going to carry forward these songs and nothing's going to happen. And there's actually two remarkable young people in the room today. One is Shruti and the other is Jonty, who is the grandson of my teacher, Padma Shri Prahlad Singh Tipania. And these are two young people in their early 20s who are really carrying forward these traditions in their own way. And I have so much hope for this world now, looking at young people like them singing these centuries-old songs and giving new meaning and breadth and life to it. And so I'm really, really grateful, Shruti, for who you are and what you bring in the world.
Thank you, Shru. Thank you for enabling this. And thank you, all of you in this room, for enabling like spaces like these. They're so important. I was telling Joe just before this session, I was like, I'm so glad that spaces like these exist, where we're able to express, we're able to, like you said, bring these traditions to the fore. And yeah, it is beautiful. So, and hi, Jonty.
I was wondering, Shruti, if rather than just the chorus, my personal favorite, and I wanted to introduce all of you all to that particular verse. I'm assuming we're going to sing this again, right? So yes, okay. So I wonder if you lead us through the verse that says that nothing grows, nothing is born, and nothing dies. And because I feel like I need a reminder, because I mean, this is of course in the realm that when one, I mean, that there are realms beyond this particular realm that we inhabit. And so in the true sense, nothing is born and nothing is there. Nothing dies. We are but a continuum. But I find it's a very powerful reminder. So I wondered if Shruti, would you just lead us in that verse a few times, and maybe we can sing through this again. Would you do that?
Starting with that verse a couple of times, yes.
Okay. And then maybe you can like lead us through the pronunciation of it as well, and just we'll sing it along with you, because I find this, I usually like end up crying when I'm singing this one, because it's, I think, in this world full of despair, the fact that somebody is saying that, hey, there's realms beyond this, realms beyond even birth and death, and that in that true country we're just a continuum, that, and it's in the legacy of many masters, including Kabir and Thich Nhat Hanh, and philosophies on this part of the world. But I find it powerful. Yeah, thank you, Shruti.
So true. Yeah. No, I remember even when you just before we sing this, when I learned this song from Shu, this was the line that we probably spent the most time on. We just sat with it, and that's why every time I sing this song, it's not even just the meaning of it, but it's those memories that I have of just sitting with that meaning, and especially with the Ek Tara, it's so blissful. Like, it's one of those where you can just shut everything off, like keep the lights off, and just strum and just sing it along. So if you're ever feeling this way, pick up a guitar, pick up any object that of your fancy, and just, yeah, sing along with it. But yes, it's हमारे देश में नहीं उगे, नहीं आत्मे, नहीं कोई जन्मे, नहीं मरे. हमारे रे देश में नहीं उगे, नहीं आत्मे, हमारे रे देश में नहीं उगे, नहीं आत्मे, हमारे देश में नहीं उगे, नहीं आत्मे, नहीं उगे, नहीं आत्मे, हमारे देश में नहीं उगे, नहीं आत्मे, नहीं कोई जन्मे, नहीं मरे, हीरे साधो नहीं कोई जन्मे, नहीं मरे, हमारे देश में नहीं उगे, नहीं आत्मे, हमारे देश में नहीं उगे, नहीं आत्मे, नहीं कोई जन्मे, नहीं मरे, हीरे साधो नहीं कोई जन्मे, नहीं मरे. Evi Evi Sen Batayi Mhare Satguru, Evi Evi Sen Batayi Mhare Dil Guru, Mukh par kayo nahi jaaye, हीरे साधो मुख पर कयो नहीं जाए. मुख पर कयूं नहीं जाए, हीरे साधो मुख पर कयूं नहीं जाए, मुख पर कयूं नहीं जाए, मुख पर कयूं नहीं जाए.
I'm always amazed at how much depth you bring into the words, and I'm so grateful for your presence in the world, and the fact that you're carrying forward all of these songs, and just inviting everyone to sit for a minute in that thought of the country beyond birth and death, beyond growing, beyond earth and sky, that wondrous world that that this poet hints at, and just breathe that idea in. I think if it allows us to be more humane in this realm, that's a job well done, at least for us. Shruti, do you have anything that that's coming up for you? Anything that you've been? I know you jammed with Phil, is it in Leicester at some point? Do you want to tell us about it?
Oh, Phil is honestly the best thing that has happened from this Daily Antidote session. I remember the very first time. It was because of, I think I mentioned that I was working at PepsiCo, and PepsiCo is not just the land of like sodas, but it also makes crisps and chips and everything. So Phil actually messaged me privately. He was like, "Oh, I actually am a big fan of crisps as well," and that one thing led to another, and then yeah, there we go. He's got some Japanese ones as well now, which is great. Yeah, so and it's just one of the many things that I love about this space. It's just you meet people that you wouldn't even, it's like I wouldn't have even known of Phil and the kind of music that he brings. So Phil actually has these monthly live streams that he does, and it's my favorite thing to hop onto when I'm making dinner, just needing to sit with some songs. Phil is that person. So yes, we did meet up in Leicester, sing, and my brother as well, when he visited the UK, the three of us sang as well once. So yeah, to more such serendipitous moments where we can just connect, yeah, across countries, across cities, with different kinds of crisps as well. So yes, but
I think
definitely
that's,
more of that.
is that the chip on your shoulder that you're allowed to have? Sorry, I had to do that. That was just very easy pickings to.
Oh no. I honestly, I do this all the time. I'm basically giving it to you at this point. I need to.
Well, thank you, Joe, for the wondrous work that you do, and thank you everyone in the Antidote for this beautiful, beautiful space that allows these connections, and thank you, Shruti, and Joe. I'll hand it back to you, and hope that was some context for the song.
That was so beautiful, Shruti. Really, really amazing to have you come in and be talking with other Shruti, or I guess your other Shruti, talking to main Shruti, because you know, your cultural context and all the work you've already done in the song made that a much more interesting and deep discussion than I would have been able to do from the outside. And the translation is really beautiful, and I hope folks will take time to read it. I think there's two translations in the chat, one that Shruti put in and one that Shruti put in. So and really just beautiful to sit with. And while I was singing, I was trying to think of like, how would I describe what just happened to me in today's Daily Antidote? Like combination of like swimming in a crystal clear lake, taking an outdoor shower, having someone sing me a lullaby while I'm falling asleep, and a yoga class, like all rolled into this tiny little 30-minute space. So thank you, because you've given me a lot of soothing, but also a lot of energy. It's something about, you know, that re-strengthening that's just happened for me. And I think other people in the room would agree. Today was very special, and it's super really nice to to be able to be in this space with all of you and with Shruthi and Phil, who, by the way, is actually, so I'll go ahead and actually do a quick who's coming up, etc. We started the week off with Maureen Nelligan in Georgia. If you missed it, check it out. She's new to us in the Daily Antidote space, or was. Andy Davis came in from Vermont on Tuesday. We had another new person that was yesterday. Yuko Lenny came in from Oakland, California. And I have to say, he has an enormous following, and you can tell why. He was just magical in our space. And he brought a song that he wrote, and the lyrics had the line, "Better skies ahead." So that's actually what we were calling this week, because it's a good week for being hopeful and thoughtful and thinking about what we can do to create those better skies. So Shruthi, with the other Shruthi in a photo on May 1, I love that. May 2, we're going to have Leah Morris coming in from Germany. May 3, Katie Carr coming in also from the UK. And then actually on May 4, we've had to switch Elena to another date. And so actually on May 4 Sunday, so nicely timed, is going to be Phil coming in from Japan to sing us a song. So how is that for like amazing? And we've had folks attend from Japan before, but I think this might be our first song from Japan. So so super, super glad to have all of you with us today. Let's wave goodbye to everybody out there on the live stream. Thanks, live stream, for joining us today, and can't wait to see you tomorrow right here. And to everybody in the room, another big thank you to Shruthi Jr., and then another big thank you to Shruthi Sr. And can't wait to be back in the space with both of you. Thank you so much, Phil and Shizuka over there in Japan. Looking forward to singing with you on Sunday. Ariana, thanks for running tech for us out of LA. Athena in Brooklyn, thank you so much for being with us. Neil in Boston, thank you so much for being with us. Bob coming in from Albany, New York. Sheila in Florida. Hoda coming in from British Columbia. Caroline in DC. Kat in Vermont. Kathleen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Annette in California. Storm in a Morris dancing hat coming in from Massachusetts. Root, today is May Day. We should just pause for a second and say that. Happy May Day, everybody. Yeah, there's so much going on in the universe right now. And we did our own version of May Day singing in here today. And for those of you who still have time, get out there and dance a maypole if you can, depending on where you are and whether there's one nearby. Ruth coming in from, thank you, Bob in Albany, holding up a sign that says, "Speak truth to power." We love that. Yeah, I appreciate so much all of the ways that you all bring the social justice and the activism into this space. Ruth, Birmingham, UK, thank you so much. Laris coming in from Jamaica. Lovely to have you. Laris, I think, is our first Jamaica. Jim Harkless, that's Baba Jim coming in from Maryland. Dally in Maryland. Cricket in Maryland. Martha in Oregon. Louise coming in from Devon, UK. Bob and Mabel and a bunch of bears in Massachusetts. Bouncing bears. I should have said the BBBB. Sydney coming in from San Francisco. Jane in Texas. And let's see who else is here. Jamie in Victoria. And Kevin coming in from New Hampshire, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, Jenny in Devon, UK, Marion in Brighton, UK, Arlene in California, Jaunty, thank you so much for being here, Jaunty, and we hope we'll get a chance to meet you unmuted and singing at some point. Aloysius in Massachusetts, Moon in Alexandria, Virginia, Anne in Nashville, Tennessee, Tom Smith singing with us very soon, I think next week. Carol in Connecticut. Nita, nice to see you. And I think actually, is it the Nita who sang with us? Shruthi, you would maybe know this. No, okay, different Nita. Hi, Nita, nice to meet you. Curly Tops in Vermont. Loriana Kachina and Courtney coming in from Vermont. Elizabeth in California. Harriet here from Chicago, nice to see you. Christine, great to have you with us again today. Rita, nice to have you maybe coming in from India. And Fred in Maryland. One more deep breath. All right, gang, we'll see you all tomorrow right here on the Daily Antidote song. Thank you so much. Lots of love.